Hey guys, welcome back to another tutorial. Today, we're going to mix and master an R&B/Trapsoul beat professionally, using only FL Studio stock plugins. We'll be using our Unspoken production suite. Inside, you'll find 10 gigabytes of content, the perfect R&B drum kit, MIDIs, loops, vocals, and way more, including templates and mixing presets to finish your beats in just a few minutes. Everything is designed to help you make industry-ready beats so you can land more placements and sell more type beats. Let's dive in. This is the beat we are going to mix and master today. Now let's hear the version without mix and mastering. If you want to skip the process and get access to all the mixing and mastering presets and templates, check out the link in the description. Otherwise, keep watching. Let's start with the pad. Here's the breakdown for the pad. 1. We threw on Fruity Stereo Enhancer for some extra stereo width. 2. Used an EQ to warm it up, boosting the low mids and rolling off the highs. 3. Applied a compressor to control the peaks and glue everything together. 4. Finished it off with a huge fruity reverb too, to give it depth and that wet ambient feel. Next, we just added a vocal from Unspoken. No FX needed here since it was already processed. Now let's mix the drums. This is the most crucial and exciting part. For this style of beat, we want plenty of space, but the kick and snare need to sit really high in the mix and hit hard. So here's what we did on the kick. We boosted the low end for weight, plus a bit of the high frequencies to give it some click and help it cut through the mix. Then, on FL Studio's built-in mixer EQ, as you can see on the bottom right, we gave it a slight boost around 77 Hz to get that deep, punchy low end. Now moving on to the closed hi-hats. First, we used Fruity Stereo Enhancer, turning the stereo separation knob to the left to widen the hat and push it to the sides of the mix. Then, we added Fruity Reverb 2 to give it some room, pulling up the wet slider just enough to create that ambient, spacious Trapsoul vibe without drowning the transient. After that, on the open hat, we just added some reverb and Fruity Delay 3 using the ping pong preset to give it that stereo bounce. After that, we added a rim. I usually throw some reverb on it, but for this beat, I preferred keeping it clean and dry. Next, we added a perk with no effects, and we added a sub bass. First, we shaped the tone with parametric EQ2 and added some saturation using Fruity Waveshaper to help it pop on smaller speakers. Then, we used Maximus to mono the low end while keeping the mid and high bands wider. Finally, we set up Fruity Limiter sidechained to the kick so the sub ducks out of the way every time the kick hits. Now for the final touch, the mastering chain. 1. Fruity parametric EQ. 2. We applied a high-pass cut at 20 Hz to remove muddy subfrequencies and a low-pass cut around 18 kHz to clean up harsh ultra-highs. 2. Fruity limiter, compressor mode. Used with gentle settings to tame peaks and glue the entire mix together. 3. Fruity parametric EQ. A subtle tonal shaping EQ to boost the low end, warm mids, and top end brightness. 4. Fruity spreader. To enhance the overall stereo image and make the track sound wider and more immersive. 5. Fruity waveshaper. Add subtle harmonic saturation to warm up the master and make it hit harder. 6. Maximus. Serving as our final multiband limiter and maximizer to push the commercial loudness without clipping.